Hello everybody, today we'll be doing an oil change. For the sake of the video, I probably won't show my face, just because we'll be doing a late night oil change. Here we have a 2023 RX350, and we also have here the things that we'll be using. So here we have 020 Mobile 1. We have 5 quarts and 1 quart. This car takes, I think, around 5.6 quarts of oil. Right here we have a Fram oil filter. If you wanted to get a Mobile 1 oil filter, you could. The model or the oil filter will be model number M1103A. And this is the one for Fram, of course. I only got this one because they ran out of Mobile 1 oil filters. You'll need your tool to remove your oil filter, a bucket, or preferably a bucket so you could catch all the old oil and put it into that. And of course you'll need a funnel so you can pour in your oil. First, of course, you'll want to get into your car and pop the hood. The hood latch will be located around the kick side of your driver, which is right here, right below. You could just pull that right there, and it should pop the hood. After you pop your hood, there is a latch. You can push that latch up, and then your hood will open. Your hood latch will be located right here if you have a 2023 RX350, of course. Here's your engine. To start your oil change, you'll want to open this cap right there, as you can see. Here we have your oil filter cap off. Usually you could either leave it there, or for me personally, I would like to leave it right here so you don't forget. Once you finish that up at the top, we'll go down below the car. Right below your car, you'll find a oil cap cover right here. So there will be 4 screws. There's one right here. The other one's right there. That's the other one, and that one right there. I'm going to take it off and I'll show you what it looks like without the cover on. Oh, here we have the 4 screws off, as you can see right there. Below the car, this is how it will look. I can get to focus. So here we have the oil filter, the original one, because the last time we serviced the car it was at Lexus. And there you'll find your oil drain plug, and along with a O-ring, which is what they will put on your car at the dealership. But for our sake, we won't have a O-ring, so we will be reusing that one. We'll take that off real quick and I'll show you after it's off. The oil drain plug is loose. Make sure you have your bucket right below just to catch the oil. As you can see right here, we have our bucket. You want to be very careful with this. I accidentally spilt some on the floor right there, so just to keep in mind, make sure your bucket is in the right spot and secure. As you can see there, our oil is draining. It drained about almost all of it so far. You could wait, you don't have to. And next we'll get onto the oil filter, which is right there. I'll get back with y'all once that is off. Here we have the old oil filter, the Toyota N1. That's the OEM part number for you guys. It should say 90915 YZZN1. That's what they use. And it was a pain to take out. I used the other one right there, but that was very unsuccessful. So I switched to this one right at the plier. I mean, any of them work as long as you can get this off. So we are looking at our oil filter off. That is how it will look if I can get a clear shot. Right there. There you go. It won't focus. But that's what it would look like. Once you get it off, just put the new one on. There you go. You'll just put the new one on, which we have the Fram part. We'll put that on. I'll put it on. Make sure you guys lube it up. I'll show you that too. Here we have our Fram. So on that gasket right there, right around this part of it, that black part, as you can see, you'll want to lube that up so it will slip on easily for you, and it will be good in the longer run. So I'll show you what it will look like. So y'all could barely see it, but I put some old oil. It could be from this, it could be from that bucket over there too. You just want to lube it up on the gasket, as you can see right there. Looks a little wet. After that, you will want to put this on. So that right there is the oil filter on. You don't gotta put it on so tight. You could just hand tighten it, and the further you guys go, once it gets tight, y'all don't have to go any further than that. Over here, we have not yet put on our oil drain plug. As you can see right there, it's still leaking a little bit. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. Right there we have our oil drain plug in. You don't have to tighten it too much. And here we have our oil filter, as you can see, right there. And yes, we will clean this up. If you guys do have brake cleaner, that will work. And you could also scrub it down with a towel. Here we have sprayed our brake cleaner. As you can see, there is no oil left there behind. Over here as well, there's no more oil residue. And since this is an at-home job, I will leave the cover off just to check in case there is a small oil seep that will come from either this drain plug or the oil filter. Since I don't have a lift, I am laying down on the floor, so it's a little harder to do. So once you finish that, you can come up to the top and pour in your oil. Hey guys, we're back. Here up at the top we have our oil funnel. So here we'll pour in our 5.6 quarts of oil, and once you finish that, you could reset the light. I'll show y'all after I pour in the oil. I do want to let y'all know, be sure to check that your oil, that you bought 5 quarts of oil. Sometimes they will not have enough 5. As you can see, 4 quarts is marked right here. Once the camera will focus. Right there is 4. Up over here, that will be 5. How you'll know that oil type, here on your car, somewhere on the car it will say 020, 530, 016, some cars use 016, or 08. Those will be the new Lexus cars. After you poured in your oil, if you wanted to check, there is an oil dipstick. Probably will be located somewhere in the car. In our case, the oil dipstick will be located right here. It will say engine oil, as you can see right there. But for me, I know that this car takes 5.6 quarts. So we will be measuring with the other quart, the extra quart that I have. I will show y'all how to do that. Here we have our extra quart of oil. As you can see, the 020 right there, advanced fuel economy. Here we have a full quart of oil, so it will be at 1,000. It only says 800 though, as you can see right there. But since we poured in our 5 quarts of oil, we will be pouring in 0.6 more, so we will be pouring in around to the 400 mark. So that's like 0.6 that you put in. and I'll show you all that after. So you would pour this in a little bit, check it, put it down, check it, of course. And just repeat that process until you get close to your mark of 400. As you can see right there, we're really close to that 400 mark. It's okay to be a little bit over, like how I am. While the engine bay is still open, you do want to check your engine coolant. As you can see right there, it says it's full. This car has two reservoirs, so we have another one right there. As you can see, it barely makes that line, so we will be pouring in some extra that we have. It's okay if you guys don't have coolant, you can pour in a little bit of water. Just don't add too much of it, because that will dilate the coolant a lot, and you don't want that to happen. So once you do pour in the coolant, you should be good from there. Here I'll show y'all how to reset the engine oil light. Once you're in your car, be sure to start your car. That's the process of resetting the oil light. On different models it will be different. So here, as you can see, it will start up. It will give you all these other warning lights. So over here you'll want to go to your infotainment system. Go to Lexus. Over here you'll see a setting button. Scroll up to vehicle customizations. Go to utility. And here you'll want to click on oil maintenance, reset, and then schedule maintenance, reset. Here you could also check on all your other car system. So here this will show your tire pressure and all that. And yeah, that is all you'll have to do. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.